Hey YouTube, what's up? Ryan here from TerraTech Entertainment, here to show you how to install Windows 8 Developer Build on a Mac. These same steps will work for a PC if you use the same software. And I'm going to be installing it on a virtual machine because it still is a beta and is not as stable as a normal OS. Alright, so first off, what you want to do, you want to get any virtual thing. This one's free right here. It's called VirtualBox. I'll leave a link down in the description. That is what I'm going to be using today. Alright, so then what you're going to want to do is go over to this website. I'll leave a link down in the description. And then you want to go up here to click on Downloads. So in here there are 3 different downloads. So if you're going to be installing it on a Windows computer or a 64-bit system, you're going to want the Windows Developer Preview 64-bit. Or if you want, you can get with the developer tools, but that's just in case you're developing applications for it, or if you just want to play around. I'm just going to use the 64-bit. And there's also the 32-bit, which is if you're using a 32-bit system on a PC. Alright, so what you want to do is download whichever file you want. Alright, now that's done, you want to go into VirtualBox or your virtual machine. It's different for all of them. And then you're going to want to hit New. Alright, all these steps will work on a PC if you use VirtualBox. So New, it gives you this, so hit Continue. Name it, I'm going to call it Windows. And then operating system, you want to leave that Microsoft Windows. And version, just go Windows 7. And if you're using the 64, click 64. And if you're using 32, just click on the Windows 7. So make sure it's Windows 7, not other Windows. Okay, continue, and then you choose how much RAM you want it to be able to use. This won't mean it'll cut off your RAM right there and use that only for your machine. It means your machine will only be able to use this much. So I've got 4 gig, so I'm going to go about 2 gigabytes of RAM. Alright. Now what you're going to want to do is do create new hard disk and startup disk and have that checked. And then hit continue. And then there's a bunch of these different ones, but just go with VDI. Alright, continue. And then dynamically allocated is not as stable as fixed sized. So I'm going to go with fixed size, but it's your preference. And then, so you get to choose how much you want your thing to be able to use. 20 gigabytes is the minimum, or 4 megabytes is the minimum, but 20 is pretty small. So what you're going to want to do is find out what you want. If you have a pretty big system like I do, I have about 2 terabytes. I'm going to go about 40 gig on this, just because I'm not going to be using it that often. Alright, and then all you want to do is hit create. And then once it's done creating, it'll take like 5 or so minutes to do. And then just hit the create button again once it shows you everything that it's done. I've already gone ahead and done that, so I'm going to go back. I'm just going to exit that and this one. Alright, so now that you got that done, all you want to do, it gives you this, so you just want to click on it and click start. And then this will pop up. That really doesn't have anything to do with it. Alright. And then this will come up, the first run wizard. So all you want to do is click continue, and then right here you want to click on this little icon next to it, and then what you're going to want to do is find where your downloaded ISO that you got from the website. Mine is right here, and then you just want to hit open and then hit continue, and then it just gives you a quick little overview, and hit start. So then it will boot up Windows 8. This will take a while as it is installing everything pretty much. So I'll be back once this is done. So here is the little setup thing. So English, yes, next, install now. Okay, now it's going to take quite a while. It's setting everything up. So I will be back once this is done. One more thing, right here it says, it just gives you the terms and conditions. So I accept, next. And then what you want to do is click on custom and then find your disk. You want to make sure you click on custom so that you can install it onto this disk. Then hit next. And alright, there you are. Now this process will take a while, so I'll be back when it's done. Alright, so your Windows will restart a little bit during it, but then it'll just boot right back up all on its own without you having to do anything. So this was pretty much almost done where it said installing updates. Okay, so once it's done, now you have your setup. So I'm just going to go ahead and set this up, and I'll be right back once I'm done. Alright, so that whole installation and setup process probably took 20 to 25 minutes, so make sure you've got time to do so. So, well, here it is. And now you've got Windows 8 running on your computer. You got like the desktop and all these applications. And it all looks pretty cool. So the start menu now brings you here. And yeah, you get some apps that you can play around with. And then you've got some tools over here. A lot of this stuff is built for tablets, but it also will work pretty good with normal computers. Alright, so now that you got that done, you're going to want to shut down the machine real quick. So it is running a little slow. Alright, send the shutdown signal. So then now your machine will go ahead and shut down. So I'll be back once that's done. Alright, so now that it is shut down completely, you're going to want to click on this, go into settings, and then go over to storage or down, depending on if you're using a PC for this. And then you want to go here to the Windows 8 Developer Preview thing, and then right down here you're going to want to hit Remove Attachment, and then Remove. So now you're pretty much done, and it should all work up. So let's go ahead and open up our machine again. And as you can see, it boots right up into this. And if you left that thing on, it would keep rebooting the installation process. And you don't want that to happen. Alright, so as you can see, it booted right up. Alright, well, thanks for watching this video. I'll probably have a more in-depth thing about Windows 8 sometime in the future. So be sure to look for that. And thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.